Y'all family at this time. May the peace of y'all come upon you when you learn to obey him, brothers and sisters, at this time. I'm about to do a very important video. Who is in our land? So we're gonna cover that. It's coming from the prophet book called Zechariah right here, brothers and sisters, at this time. So we're gonna start off in chapter 9. I'm gonna go down on chapter 9 at verse 1 and 17. That is very important, brothers and sisters, because many people challenge the authority of Yah. Our brothers and sisters, and they don't know the ways of Yah. I have brothers calling me pride. I got an ego. I'm proud and all kinds of things. Brothers and sisters trying to attack me with, because I came forth and announced who I say I am. Brothers and sisters, because one thing is true, like you all know, before I get into my message, that is very important at this time to show you some things that are going to take place when we get back home, brothers and sisters, is that our nation is not humbling and submitting to the will of Yah, brothers and sisters. That is a fact. And it's a shame. They're not carefully going to read and consider these scriptures. They're not even looking at them sometimes when I talk to them. And when I quote with them on Facebook, brothers and sisters. They bypass it. They don't take the time to read and study and meditate on the every words of Yah, brothers and sisters. Because one thing in the scripture, Yah teaches, brothers and sisters, that is very important before I get into this message. He said, our ways must be like him, and our thinking must be like him. We can't read the scripture in our own thought process or in our own ways. That means we can't act in another way that Yah tells us to act. When he tells us don't sin, don't commit all these offenses, he don't tell us to go out and then we turn around and go and do them. That's walking in a different way. Or when the Father says so, when the Father tells you plainly in Isaiah that the branch of David going to raise a flag. And then you're going to tell everybody else, we all going to gather everybody. We all going to rally. We all going to raise the flag. Right there in that particular verse. I mean exactly what he say. Brothers will say that's talking about everybody. They going total. And then Isaiah chapter 11 verse 1 plainly tell you. Just one from the seed thou weed. Y'all going to rise up and do all these things to him. All these things going to apply to him. All the attributes from Yah. He's going to give him the spirit, much knowledge, and all these things. I'm not going to get into that so deep right now, brothers and sisters. I really want to get into this message because it's very important, brothers and sisters, to learn to think like Yah. That's why when you read Yah words, never deviate from Yah words. Then come back with your own words. Because nobody's staying at Yah counsel. We got to read his word for the way it is. His words don't need no private interpretation of his words. We got to all remember that, brother. So I see many brothers and sisters do that. They're going to read something so simple, like in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10 to 12. It's so plain and simple. But then they'll come right back with their own words. See, a lot of people that put things in their own words and also change the phrase of it. When Abiyah told us, don't add to his words and don't take away, because you can get yourself taken out of the book of life that way, brothers and sisters, because you could cause harm to y'all people, where Abiyah will not get the honor. And that's what a lot of people doing, brothers, in this earth today, to try to counter me, because the claim I make, which is true. Nobody else in this earth knew about that scripture, because one problem, they always come with their own thinking. You can't think for y'all, brothers and sisters. You got to give y'all words exact to the T, like he said it. That's a fact, brothers and sisters. When y'all speak, we got to learn to listen to him. A lot of people don't want to listen to y'all. They want to be the big shot and go off and tell lies. Brothers, and that's what they do. So let's get into this right now. at this time. So we dealing with what's going to take place. But we're going to cover some things because sentencing some people, some nations. Yes. So let's get into it right now. I'm going to start off in Zechariah chapter 1 right here. I'm trying to get my phone cam to focus. It's an, let me see, can I get a little bit more light, brother? Give me a moment real quick. Let me see, can I get a little bit more light into this right here. It say, right here, it say, this is the message concerning Bara. See, they added this word God into the text, but it's actually Bara, the creator. It said, this is the message concerning Bara. It's a curse on the lands of Hadrach and Damascus, for Yah is closely watching all mankind. You see that? As well as Yasha'el Yah. That's Israel, but it's actually Yasha'el Yah, upright strength with Yah. It's a doom is Hamath, near Damascus, in Tyre, or some people say Tyre, and Zidon. 2. Screwed though they be, though Tyre has armed herself to the hilt, and become so rich that silver is like dirt to her, and fine gold like dust in the streets. Yet Yah will dispose her. So all these things came to pass, but I'm covering it because we're getting into it, and hurl her fornication into the sea. And she shall be set on fire and burned to the ground. His Ashkelon will see it occur, that happen, will it take place, and be filled with fear. It's a Gaza will huddle in this desperation, and Ekron will shake with terror. See, these talking about all these territories around the east. It said, for their hopes that Tyre will stop the enemy's advance will all dash. It said, Gaza will be conquered, and her king killed. Ashkelon will be completely destroyed. It said, foreigners will take over the cities of Ashdod, the rich city of Philistines. And I will yank her idolatry out of her mouth, and pull her from her teeth, her offering that got sacrificed, that she eats with blood. It said, everyone left will worship Bara. See, now they're talking about Atlanta time that they're going to come to pass, that everyone left in all them cities will worship Bara, the creator, and be adopted into Yasha'el Yah as a new clan. See? So we got to, all these things we're going to hurt, so we're going to know for all these places who's going to be allowed to be adopted into our nation, see, as a new clan. It said the Philistines of Ekron will intermarry with the Yahudim. They got Jews, but it's actually the Abiru people, us. So keep that in mind, just as the Jebusites did so long ago. It said, I surround my temple like a god. See, y'all say he's going to surround his temple like a god to keep invading armies from entering Yasha'el Yah. So keep that in mind. He said, I am closely watching their movements, and I will keep them away. Excuse me. And he said, I will keep them away. Excuse me. I will keep them away. No foreign oppressors will again overrun my people's land. See, that's come to pass. So he's going to keep the foreign oppressors away. He said, well, again, he said, they will never again overrun our land. He said, rejoice greatly, O my people. Shout with joy, for look, your king is coming. It's very important. He is righteous one, the victor. Yet he is lowly and riding on a donkey colt. He said, I will disarm all the people of the earth. See, this is going to take place in time, including my people, Yasha'el Yah. But keep listening to this. See, showing that everybody know at this time. So you got to know the statement here, brothers and sisters. We don't have the weapons of war, but we're going to acquire it. Remember, I've been putting out messages to you. get attack weapons. Because we going in a time period of war. The Messiah is with us. I am the Messiah. You're going to see all of these things, brothers. This is what y'all showing you right there. So let's cover that again. It's right here. See, in the same time period of the king is coming, here's the righteous one, the victor, see. Yeah, he is loaded riding on a donkey cart. I will disarm all the people of the earth, including my people, Yashael Yah. So keep following. And he shall bring peace among the nations. The same thing what Abiyah said in Isaiah chapter 11. See, among the nations. His realm shall stretch from sea to sea. See, this is all in the time of a process of time. Is it from the rivers to the ends of the earth? He said, I have delivered you from death in a waterless pit because of the covenant. Remember, I went over the covenant with you in my other video concerning as a sign of the covenant to his people, the Messiah. So keep that in mind. Because of my covenant I made with you, sealed with blood. It's to come to the place of safety, all you prisoners. Remember, the place of safety is in Zion. All you prisoners, for there is yet hope. I promise, right now I will repay you 2 mercies for each of your woes. See, trouble. It's a Yada, you are my bow in Ephraim. See, this talking about Yada, the southern nation. Ephraim is the head of the northern nation that going to come together. You are my arrow. Both of you will be my sword. See, the weapons of war. So keep that in mind. Like the sword of a mighty soldier. This is very important what I'm about to show you. Brandishing against the sons of Greece. Right there, let's stop right there for a minute. Look at that. That's who's in our land, brothers and sisters. Remember, Greece is the 4th beast that got divided, but still overshadowed is the Greek nation, along with all the other European nations that are part to make up this 4th beast. Because remember, it's diverse from all the rest. But the Greeks were the last ones that came in and took out instead. That's what we got to destroy, brothers and sisters. Now, I'll show you right there. Even give you the name, simple as point blank. The European people that is in our land, called the Khazars, whatever, Khazars or whatever they want to call them. The ones identify themselves as the Jews, the Israelis, them are the Greeks. See right the farm say right here? Brandishing against the sons of Greece. Take that to heart in the mind, brothers and sisters. So let's finish. It said, Yah shall lead his people as they fight. See that? We're going to fight. His arrow shall fly like lightning. Remember, Ephraim is the arrow, fly like lightning. And Yah Barah shall sound the trumpet call and go out against his enemies. See? Remember the Greek? Against his enemies like a whirlwind of the desert from the south. He will defend his people and they will subdue their enemies. You see that? Treading them beneath their feet. They will taste victory. Remember he said the king is the victor? And they will taste victory and shout with triumph. They will slaughter their foes, leave a horrible carnage everywhere. You see that? Much death. And Yah Deborah will save his people in that day as a shepherd caring for his sheep. And they shall shine in his land as glittering jewels in a crown. How wonderful and beautiful all shall be. The abundance of grain and wine will make the young men and girls flourish. They will be radiant with health and joy. Wonderful. See, but all of this coming, the joy time, the wonderful times, and radiance in the street of our people after we go there and slaughter them people in our land and take that land. You can't never overlook that, brothers and sisters. Y'all don't play. These are the words of Yah. Never overturn y'all word. We're not going to fight. Yah said Ephraim is his arrow and Yada is his bow. And we're going to fight. These are the words of Yah. Then you got the foolish ones that will come and lie. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. These people don't walk in the ways of Yah. don't think like y'all. They come with their own thoughts. Oh, they'll take it to some other scripture. It's talking about this. They don't even understand y'all in the time period. Sometimes y'all say we're not going to fight, but the time period, it's plenty to take. We got to go home and take that land, and we're going to get them Greek boys in our land up out of there. See, we got to know who we got to fight, who we not going to fight. We got to know who's going to join us, brothers and sisters. So all this got to be rehearsed over and over and over. So we can never go out of the bondage of Yah and wonder why we can't feed this nation or that nation. Because we only fight who Yah tells us to fight and to attack. We take nothing more than what Yah tells us to take. Nobody can join us only but who Yah say could join us. See, we got to know who could join us, who can't join us. When they could join us and when they can't join with us. See, we got to know every detail of Yah. That's why I said we got to ride and we got to go cover this to each and every one of us know so we can remind each and every one constantly. So nobody won't be in error in our nation and get their life taken away. This is how serious it get, brothers and sisters. I'm here to tell you. A lot of brothers right now fighting against me because they can't accept me right now. They can't accept the words of Yah. With just a little bit of time, I hope my video cut off. I'm going to cover and show you so you all can see. Again, the sign of Yah. Isaiah right here. Isaiah chapter 10, it reads right here. For all to see in this translation. All translation you have is translation, brother. So don't people questioning about this translation, that translation. It's not older than this translation, but all of them are translated because we don't have the original at this time. So right here it say, in that day, let's read each word. In that day, he who created the royal dynasty of David will be a banner. See, he who created the word, they got C. So we go down here and check the C out. C, let me make sure I got C right. They got C right here. See how the information they got in the footnote, literally, the root of Yessi. It's a possibly, the meaning, the heirs of David royal line. See, the offspring of David royal line. That's exactly what they're talking about. They should have put it up there, but they did. They put it in the footnote. So right here, let me get my spot right back again. Say, in that day, he who created the royal dynasty of David will be a banner of salvation. You see that? A banner of salvation to all the world. The nation will rally. See the word rally in the translation? The nation will rally. Look at this word rally. It means come together to get order. Instructions, knowledge. And the nation will rally to him. See, and also mean gathering too. See, you gather, like you're taking a hub to come together and migrating together. See, a nation will rally to him, for the land where he lives will be a wonderful place. So let me keep reading. And say, at that time, Yah will bring back a remnant. See, at that time, after you gather, at that time, Yah said he's going to bring back a remnant of his people the second time. If turning from all the different places, I'm going to speed down right here till we get to here. Verse 12. It said, he will raise a flag, see, among the nations, for them to rally to. See, he's going to be in the midst of the nations right here, not in the land of our land, because first he will raise a flag among the nations for them to rally to. And he will gather the scattered Yashael where they got Israelites from the ends of the earth. It said, then at last, the jealousy between Yashael, they got Israel and Judah, but Yashael and Yah will end. They will not fight each other anymore. Together, they will fly against the nation possessing their land. See, on the east and on the west. Showing you, our brother and sister right here, let me read a little bit more. United forces to destroy them, and they shall occupy the nation of Edom, Ammon, and Moab. Remember, I said we're going to destroy the one that protect our land, the sons of the Greeks. Our brothers and sisters who's in our land at this time, occupying our land. Still the part of the fourth beast. So, I show you that right here. See, he gathered them among the nations. So, showing right there, the Messiah is not in the land yet. So, we all see that. We all go in the land together with the Messiah, the one that's going to be the victor when we go in there, see? He's going to lead the military force in there. We're going to be there, and we're going to take victory for the first time since we got put out of the land. And since the time we first conquered the land, see, this time we're going back to conquer the land, and we're going to be the victor, brothers and sisters, which has been a long time. We've only been defeated since the curses came upon us. But now, I'm just saying, we're going to taste victory for the first time. That's why I say, brothers, let's get this ball rolling. The sister is getting the material. She's going to make the flag. The flag going to be raised, but you need knowledge. See, knowledge come before the flag be raised. See, that's why I try to take, a lot of people don't understand why it's a take a time. It's a process. Because if I raise the flag right now, 99% of the people won't have an idea what I'm doing. You got the knowledge go before anything, brothers and sisters. That's why a lot of our people fail. Because they did not go by the law, statute, and judgment of Yah. They did not obey Yah. And a lot of the time, y'all say our people even forgot the Torah. See, but y'all don't forget nothing. See, we could forget everything. But Yah do not forget. I just want to show you one more before I'm in off with this. This is a little different translation right here called on the scriptures. If I got enough time before my video cut off, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna go to Isaiah, and we're gonna see how I look in this translation of Isaiah chapter 11. I hope I get enough time on this video to just finish that off to show you different translation. Read it a little different, but you can still understand it the same. So let me give me a moment. Isaiah chapter 10 right here. Let's get it right now. Let's see. It said, in that day there shall be a root of Yesse. They got Yesse. So you're talking about a root of Yesse. We talk and come Dawid, but you know Dawid is dead. It was his son, and from Dawid's seed, standing as a sign. So they got a sign, a banner. A banner word also means sign, flag, token, evidence of proof to the people. It said, unto him the nation shall seek, and his rest shall be esteemed. See, exalted. His rest when he eventually get home will be esteemed, exalted. And saying he shall be in that day. Excuse me, and it shall be in that day that Yah set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people who are left in all the different places. I'm going to skip that real quick and go to 12. And he shall raise a banner, see, a flag, a banner for the nation, and gather the outcasts of Yahshua. See, gather for he raising the flag as well for the nation as a sign, because the nation going to help us get back home. So you got to think about when we gathering, and remember we in all these coastlines. So the flag go out, the nation going to get whiffed, or the Messiah is here. That's why I got to proclaim it. To everybody else catch knowledge of it and start helping me proclaim it. And then the world get out, and the message go out to the whole world. Remember y'all told us to write in Isaiah 61, rise and shine, let y'all light shine, that all the world may see. And turn glory but honor Yah. So that's why it's so important, brothers and sisters. We gotta put out Yah knowledge. When we put out Yah knowledge, the help go to the earth, and it go into the mouth of the heart, and they begin to see this. They're going to focus in on this. Just like you got to focus in on this. Brothers and sisters, like y'all gave me the focus in the double, I can show you. It's right here. Let me get my place real quick. It said, and he, see how I say he, not all our nation, but he. Other scripture will show you all. If I got time, I'm going to show you that. But in this particular spot right here, this is designated for the Messiah. Excuse me, fam.